everybody. Welcome to FabFit Friday. Today is the kickoff to the Sorcha Classic Slim Trouser sew-along, and I'm really excited to get started with this. I am having such a blast with my pattern. I do want to apologize to everybody. I got my shingles shot yesterday, and I'm feeling a little wiped out today. So I wasn't as energetic getting myself in gear as I normally would be. So, but that's okay. I have good stuff to share with you. All right, so far it looks like I'm sitting here talking to myself, so I will... Oh, hi Rena, welcome. Oh, I'm echoing? Wait a minute. Is that better? I think I had one of my other microphones turned on. Let me know if I'm not echoing anymore. I now have a Zoom for my audio when I'm streaming, but then when I'm shooting video that I'm downloading and editing, like for Fit Tip Tuesday, I use my F3 video. So I just turned my F3 audio off, so I think my audio should not be echoing anymore, but let me know. Oh, it's good. Yay. All right, so today I want to show you where I am in my Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers. I've already done a detailed how to sew the front pocket, so I'm not going to show that again as part of the sew along, but I am going to do the cut on fly technique next week again. Hi Linda, welcome. Linda, I'm sorry. Hi Lynn, I'm so sorry. Did I mention I had my shingle shot yesterday and I'm feeling completely wiped out, and I was up all night with like chills. It was kind of a weird reaction to the vaccine. My doctor said, oh, this can be a tough one because it can make you feel a little yucky. So I guess I believe her now, but I'm here and I'm so excited to start working on my Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers that we're gonna bully through. Hi Sally. Oh yay! Sally's pattern arrived. So excited it got there. All right, so I want to talk about some things. And the first thing I want to talk about is oh, hi Diane. I am so happy to hear Wayne is home. I've been thinking about you every day. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for joining me. Okay. Hi Mary, welcome. All right, so I was thinking about this last night, and I think why fitting pants the way we're doing it now, starting with the top down center out framework for pants fitting, makes so much sense. And I just want to go over that again, and I'm going to show you. Let me switch my view here. All right, let me just make this a little less bright. Hi Diane, welcome. I have my two Dianes in the house. Yay. Okay. Hey Ray, welcome. Oh, good. Diane, Ray says she's happy to hear as well, and Lynn says first or second shingle shot, I didn't like those. The second one was better. Yeah, this is my first single shot. Yes, this is my first one, and my doctor told me the second one would be worse, but apparently this one was not very nice to me. So I'm hoping that, I'm just trying to find my little picture here. I don't know what happened to it. I guess I don't have me in this picture. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm moving around my things here. Let me just get this back here. Okay, so Lynn says she has the opposite. Ray says she had the opposite of Lynn. All right, so I don't know what's going to happen my second shingle shot, but I already know for my first shingle shot it wasn't I'm not unscathed, but I'm not completely miserable either. I just feel kind of wiped out and chilly. I feel like I have a fever, I guess, but um, I'm still feeling fabulous to do this with you. Let me just see if I can, whoops. Um, Ray says, never had Vax thing before, only that second shingles, but you should go with Atlin Shepard's plan. The first is worse. I'm going to go with that. Ugh. I'll tell you what, I had really bad reactions to my first and second COVID vaccine, and my third vaccine with a flu shot the same day, I had no reaction. Okay, so let me get on to pants here. Sally's asking me, what makes Sorcha pattern a slim trouser? What makes it slim? All right, what makes it slim is it is not... All right, so I think my Zoom recorder for my audio has also gotten a shingle shot because it's not cooperating with me today. I just got it read back up. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to try to add my picture into my table shot. We're just going to ignore it, and hopefully we won't have that problem again. All right, so getting back to the pants. Oh, I'm hoping you can hear me now. The sound was gone for a second, but I think I got it back now. So let me just see here. All right, so I think, yep. All right, I think we're good now. So I'm not going to touch it, and I'm not going to try to change any settings in my OBS because I don't want to cause a problem. So getting to Sally's question, what makes it a slim leg? It's slim because it's not a wide leg pattern. Many trouser patterns fall from the hip straight down or have a lot of ease in the leg. This pattern does not have a lot of ease in the leg. I called it a trouser because a lot of trousers don't have back pockets. I mean, some do, but I may add a back pocket to the pattern later, but for now there's no back pocket, and so I'm calling it slim leg trouser because it's a slender fitting leg. It doesn't cup your back butt, but it follows it pretty closely. So you might want to check your upper thigh, your knee, and your calf measurement when you're working on picking your size. So I'm just going to show you some things about that. Hi, Kay and Lean. Welcome, everybody. Day one, or part one of the Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers. So I want to show you here. This is my front leg, and this is my back leg right here. And what I want to show you is I've come to realize that working with fitting it from the waist is going to be significantly easier. And the reason why I think that that's true is because if you think about how your pants fit, how it's hanging off the waist is going to really affect the whole fit of the pants. So if you take your time and fit your pants so that they're hanging balanced from the waist, it really minimizes the number of traditional adjustments you're going to need. So basically what I want to show you here is, this is looking confusing. I'm looking at this. This is not the cutting line right here. This is the cutting line, but then it goes to here. So let me just fix that before I start talking about my pattern here. You can work with your single leg muslin and try a variety of things before you finalize what's happening. And let me move this out of the way here for a second. All right, so I just want to show you this. So this is my test leg, and I just want to remind everybody, let's just back up on this. So the first thing you want to do here is you want to mark where the original waistline was on your pattern, and then you want to add 4 inches at the top. If you're working with the size 2 to 8, you can add 2 or 3 inches. But if you're size 14 or above, I would add a full 4 inches because you just don't know where you're going to let it up and down. And also you can see here, if I turn it this way, I added 1.5 inches to my side seam. So having all of that flexibility to fit the pattern makes it so much easier to get it balanced, and then you can work on actually fine-tuning the fit. So I just wanted to show you this. This is how I started. And if anybody needs a reminder, you just put little 1/2 inch pieces of Velcro that are about 6 or 7 inches from the top, and they come down. You baste them on, so then you can just very easily, pull them back off after you're done with your muslin. So that's the fitting process. And if anybody has questions about making their separate waistband or making their muslin, adding the Velcro, please let me know and I will help you. I've really done a lot on this already, but I just wanted to show you my Sorcha Classic Slim Trouser fitting muslin. Okay, and so then what I did was, this is a mistake. When you have this on your body and you have it attached to your waistband, so for example, here's my waistband. Okay, so you can see I've got the Velcro down at the bottom. Okay, and this gets attached, while you're wearing it. So let's just pretend this is my center back, so I'm just going to attach it like this. And then let's say it's attached like this. And then as it swings around to the front, I'm just pretending it's attached, something like this. Okay, and then it's pinned right here. Okay, so this is my half waistband. You can see like this. Say, you take it on and off with it on your body. The mistake I made for showing you guys, I had it pinned right at the top of the Velcro when I got the waistband into position the way I liked it. And then I measured that on my pattern, but I didn't mark it on my muslin. I highly recommend marking it on your muslin, your final position of the Velcro on your waistband when it's on your body, just so you have a permanent record for it. And if you need to change it, you can. But you can see here, I did not mark where my Velcro ended up. So that that's not super helpful to me now, because now I don't have any record of it. I mean, I did transfer it to my paper. Okay, so you can see here, that's how my side seam ended up. And if you compare it to the side seam here, I'm just gonna match my notches just to show you from the knee to the top. Okay. This is an example of what happens when you don't do all the steps. So I've matched my pattern at the knee, and it ends right here. Okay, so you can see this is confusing because I drew my cut line there, but I didn't finish it all the way across. Okay, I just transferred it to my actual fabric on my linen pants. But this is an example of what not to do. Make sure you mark how much you're taking off based on where your Velcro is, and then transfer that to the pattern completely, because you can see this is confusing. I mark cutting line here, but really for my side seams to match, because there's the original pattern, that dashed line, there's the original pattern, it lines up right with this. Okay, and then I added that much over here. So I just wanted to show you why I have all these confusing lines, and this would be an example of what not to do. So I am just going to, while I'm here, I'm just going to do this so I have a record of it. Okay, so this is not my cutting line. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys what I did that I shouldn't have done. Okay, and this is my center back, this is my side seam. All right, so that's what I ended up with. And I just want to show you, I'm going to unroll a different size grouping here. And I just want to talk about I think I showed this to you guys last week, but I just wanted to show it one more time here. All right, let's just look at this section here. And this is going to also be continuing with Sally's question about what makes it a slim trouser. Okay, so you can see from here that I've given you all of the upper thigh measurement. I gave you the knee measurement on this pattern, and also the hem. The knee and the hem are exactly the same. But what you guys need to pay attention to here is, oh, Lynn says, missteps like that help me learn. Well, you know, you guys, I am working at lightning speed, and so sometimes I skip steps, and then it bites me in the butt later. So you do want to really follow all the steps for fitting your pattern. Okay, so first you're going to pick your size. And after you pick your full hip size, you're going to check your upper thigh and see what that is, because this doesn't have a huge amount of ease in the leg. You want to make sure that the upper thigh has enough room. So what I want to show you back over here is, if I were going to be the size 6 in the hip, let's say, based on the chart, and then also keep in mind, or just remember that the chart on the pattern is giving you the finished garment measurements. So the size 6 finished garment is 37 inches. So that means your body measurement needs to be 35 or 34. You know, it needs to be smaller than 37. So you're picking your upper thigh, you're picking your size based on the finished hip measurement, but then go over to your upper thigh and just check that. So in this case, the upper thigh is 22.5 for size 6. Let's pretend your upper thigh measurement is 22. So you can see here, you're not going to have very much ease, or you'll have a ½ an inch of ease, which is really snug for a pants pattern. So you can see what I did here was tracing the size 6 along the side seam, but when I come over here to the center front, center back, I'm going out to the 8. And that's going to give you another inch of ease. Well, it's going to give you a ½ an inch of ease. So if I go along the 8 right here, okay, that's about a ½ inch bigger than the 6, which is right here. So if you think you need more ease than another ½ an inch, because remember, you're only sewing the back to the front. So in the back, so in the back, you're getting from 6 to 8, you're getting about 3/8 of an inch extra from here to here. So the total you're getting is just over 1/2 an inch of extra ease. So if you think you need more than that, what you're going to do is you're going to give yourself an extra seam allowance off of the next size. So if you're working with the last size in the group and you think you need more ease, you can extend it out and have it come straight down like this, because you want to make sure you have enough ease in your leg. The other place you want to check is the knee. On this pattern, the knee is the narrowest part of the leg, and then it stays basically the same down to the hem. So measure your knee and just make sure you have it, at least a couple inches of ease there as well. And that's the difference between a regular trouser and a slim leg trouser. Because if you were using a full leg trouser, you wouldn't need to worry about what's happening a little bit lower. But I recommend, if you're going to add this extra here along your inseam in the front, do the same in the back. Use the same size and add to it as well. Because if you just add to the front, what can happen is you can push the inseam too far forward, and if you just add to the back, you may push it, too far back. So basically, if you're going to add to one, add to the other. So pick your size based on your full hip, then check your upper thigh and your knee and make sure you don't need more room. If you need more room, go to a bigger size on your center back, center front, and inseam. Hi Amelia, welcome. We're just talking about picking a size on the Sorcha Classic Slim trousers. So let me know if anybody has any questions about picking a size. The next thing I want to show you is, after you pick your size, you're going to add, I'm just going to draw this. Okay, so the other thing is, I have given you the extra guidelines of what to add to your pattern. And so I'm just highlighting this section right here. Okay, so on the smaller sizes, 2 to 8, you're going to add 2 inches above the waist. You're going to add it all the way through, through the crotch extensions. The fly extensions. And then you're also going to add either 1.5 to 2 inches to your side. Now, if you're working with the size 8, you can just trace the whole thing as is. So whatever the largest size in the grouping is, it's lined up for that size. But if you're working with a size within the pattern, like the size 4, trace your size first, then add the extra on the side seam and above the waist. Okay? So that's how you prep your pattern. Now, I can tell you that my experience has been, hi Peggy, welcome. After I made my first pair, I now realize I can cut out my non-stretch fashion fabric right out of the gate after you make a pair, because I now know approximately how much I'm going to need to add at the waist and the side seam to get it to fit me. Now, it might not be exactly the same pair to pair to pair, so you do want to give yourself that, that extra on the top and the extra on the sides, but you can work right from your fashion fabric after you make your first pair. Because I made a pair, I took the time to make that muslin I showed you, and then I realized, I think the reason why I stopped writing lines on my pattern to mark my changes is I put a single leg version of my linen pants on, and before I cut anything off, And then I double checked it and I made some final adjustments to the pattern. So that I think is kind of exciting, that after you start, after you make a single pair, you can very easily just use, you don't have to make a muslin every time you're using a different kind of fabric, which I don't know if you guys do that or not, but I was like super excited how easy it was for me to fit my second pair. So what I want to show you here is, this is where I am in my linen pants, and I just want to show you here. I think this is a really clear illustration of the pocket construction, because I used white for the bag pieces, so it's easy to see, and I used black thread to show you the stitching. So when you go to create your pockets, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to sew the fashion fabric facing onto the pocket bag. Then you're going to put this is the wrong side, this is the wrong side, so you're going to put right sides together, and you're going to sew the bottom, and then you turn it so the right sides are facing out. So this is the right side of the fabric, this is the right side of the fabric, and then to capture the seam from sewing the bottom edge, you're just going to top stitch along the bottom edge. And over here where the pocket bag stops, you can see from the right side, it's just a finished folded edge. See how that's nice and finished? So what I did was I clipped the little 1/4 inch seam allowance so I could turn it to the back side. This side of the pant is going to be against your fabric. So when you look at the inside of your pants, you're going to have this nice finished pocket bag. Okay, so that's the first step in constructing these pants. For the sew along, I'm not going to show this to you again because I did it during FabFit Friday, so I will put a link to show you how to construct these pockets. But here's the thing, if you add to your leg pieces, which I did, so let me just bring my front back here. Okay, so you can see on my front leg, that's my back leg. On my front leg, you can see I added all of this. So here's my original waistline. Okay, this black line. And it would continue on. I added all of this, right? So you have two choices here. You could take the pattern pieces and just, this could just come up here. But you see what happens is, if you slide this all the way up, this is a straight line. The original pattern piece is a straight line. So we want to add, basically we want to add all of this extra fabric that we added to the front leg to the pocket pieces, so you get the shape of the waistline. So you can see what I did here was, I physically took I traced a copy of my front pocket and I laid it right on my pattern piece like this. Okay, and you can see I traced the extra onto my front pocket. Oh no, Lynn, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Headaches are no fun. I'm so sorry. Oh, Lynn, if you're watching the replay, I just want you to know that there's a homeopathic migraine medication that is a miracle worker, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I always have it in my bag. I will post a comment later just saying what it is, because you take it, they're little dissolvey tabs, and you let them dissolve on your tongue, and then you take another one every 15 minutes for an hour. I had that when I was teaching at the at the National ASG conference in July, I had a migraine headache, and one of my students brought me these little migraine relief pills, and they were like a miracle worker. So I will put the name of it when I go find the bottle, and I will post that for you, or I'll email you so you know what it is and you can try it. So I'm so sorry you have a migraine. Those are awful. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to add this, oops, sorry. Oh, your regular med is not working. Where's my phone? Where's my... all right, I don't even know where my phone is, so I can't look it up now, but you can get it at CVS in the homeopathic section. Wait, hold on one second. I'm just going to look it up for you because it is such a miracle. Hold on one second. Homeopathic migraine. GRA. Okay, it's Highlands Migraine Relief. Highlands Migraine Relief. Lynn, you can get it at CVS. It is amazing, and it's a Swanson Health. Oh no, that's the store. I'm sorry. Highland Migraine Relief. It works really, really well. So, yep, Highlands Migraine Relief. Yes, that's what it is. It's amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Okay, so let me just get back to this. You can see I'm all over the place. Like, I literally feel like I want to curl up into a ball and go lay down, which I'm going to do the minute I'm done here. Okay, so you can see I added it here. Okay, now to get the front pocket facing, you have to line that one up where that goes, so you can see how it doesn't make it all the way to the end. So the amount that you're adding, it doesn't look as high, like that. So just make sure that you transfer all of the extra that you need onto the top of your pocket pieces. And the easiest way to do that is just to stack them all up onto the original leg like this, and then you can see. Oh, good, Lynn. Go get your migraine relief, and I really hope you feel better. Okay, so see how that works? Okay, and then of course, if you lengthen these two pieces, you should also lengthen this piece, right? Your fashion fabric facing. So here is my adjusted fashion fabric facing. Okay. So if I put them all together, this is how the pocket pieces look, all matched up. So I think you can see if you tried to use the original pieces, they wouldn't hang right or fit right because the angle of the waist is different. So if you're adding to your side seam or center front or anywhere on your front leg, make sure you transfer all of that vertical length to your pocket pieces. All right, and if anybody has questions about doing that, please let me know and I will help you. So that's all the pattern prep and the pattern information that I have for you. I am teaching this class, I am teaching my pants fitting class with Fabric Mart tomorrow and also next Saturday. So if more things come up, you know, working with different students, I will definitely share that along with you. But the important things are you want to make sure that you put your waistband on. I'm just going to show you. So for your first pair, let me see. I'm absolutely freezing, so I'm just going to see if I can slip them on over my jeans, which is definitely not what you want to do. So, but first you want to fit your waistband on. So I'm just going to wrap that on where you want it to go. And think about this for a second, ladies. If you've got your waistband fitted where it's comfortable for you, then it makes it very easy for you to then hang that leg onto your waistband and make quick work of fitting it. So if I just stick this on, let me see if there's enough ease in this for me to wear it over jeans. I think I can. Okay, so then you get your waistband on and you're going to attach it at center front like this. And then you're going to attach it to your center back. And because I have my Velcro, I can feel it. It's right here, right? So I can get that on. Okay. And then I can look in my 2-mirror setup to make sure I have my waist fitted properly. So I might need to raise this up. You know, I might need to raise the back up. I might need to play with the side seams. It gives you the opportunity to fit your back side seam separately from your front side seam. And you want to make sure everything is hanging nice and straight. Okay. Also in the back, you want to make sure your center back is straight and everything is hanging nicely. You want to make sure that your hem is parallel to the floor. Once you get all of that, mark the top of your Velcro and then transfer that to your pattern. So those are the basic steps to using this separate waistband. So I just wanted to give you another quick, quick demo on that. And then here's the other thing. If you're working with this and you like what you have here, okay, so I'm just going to put a Wonder Clip over here. I think I can just clip it shut. Okay, and let's say this is what you like. You can take it off while you're wearing it like this. Take it off like a pair of pants so you don't lose all the work you did to get your waist to fit right. Because if you take the pants off the waist, then you're going to have to put it back on, or whatever to remark it. So make sure you take it off like pants with the waistband attached. So that's another little tip for you. All right. Okay, so I will be on call if you guys have questions about picking your size. If you're not sure if you should use a different size for your side seam and inseam, please email me, or you can comment under this video and I will respond to you. So if you pick your size or sizes, prep your pattern, and then cut out your fit muslin. And then transfer all it to your pattern. I'm sorry. I think I need a nap. I'm sorry. Ray says, let me just see. Ray says all of the things are very helpful to think through. And Amelia says, so you're doing top down, center out method, right? With one leg. Yes. To start, we're doing top down, center out with one leg. Then it may be that you need to combine some traditional pants fitting methods with it though. So when I taught this pattern, the Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers, with a live pants fitting class 2 or 3 weekends ago in Rhode Island, we had to do some simple adjustments after that to get it to work. For example, we had to pick up the front crotch on some people. Some people we had to pick up the whole rise after we got it balanced. There were some things we had to do. We had to remove some ease on the back leg for some of the students. So there could be other adjustments that you need to make after you balance your leg. Okay, so let me just see here. Kay says, if I measure my finished Frenchie, can I use those numbers for this? Um, okay, so you can use other finished pants patterns or that you have, but the Frenchy jeans are a little bit more fitted than this. Those are like really contoured versus this pant sort of skims, you know, the back of your butt and your leg. It's not sucked onto, not, well, it's not contoured onto your body. And also, I'm really hoping for everybody watching that you embrace top down, center out as a starting point, because then you won't feel the need to have to transfer shapes from pattern to pattern to pattern. You can just use one leg and a separate waistband, make the changes for that pattern, and then make your pants. All right, let's see. So should you mark to the bottom of the waistband, not the top? I haven't tried top down, center up before. Okay, so that's a good question. Let me just show you this waistband here. I have, if anybody needs a waistband kit, I have all the supplies you need to make a waistband in a kit, or I'll post the link to my video for how to make a waistband, and you can follow along with your own supplies. It doesn't matter to me. But basically, here's what's happening. The first thing that happens is you want to cut your waistband so it fits with a 3-inch overlap. So you can see here I've got a 3-inch overlap like this for the closure. Then you fold it in half, and at your center back you draw a line so you have it, and then you put little vertical Velcro on either side of it so you can attach the Velcro to your center back seam there. And then if you put a 1/2 inch Velcro along the bottom edge of the waistband, this Velcro represents the seam allowance for the waistband. So if you were to sew your pants, this would be taken up by the seam allowance. That's why if you mark the top of the Velcro on your pants, that would be the stitching line, and then you would need to add a 1/2 inch for a seam allowance. So, for example, let's say, I'm just going to put this on here like this. This is the front. So I'm just going to line this up with the front like this. Let's say it fit like this. Okay, so here's my center front, and it's fitted around. You're going to mark the top of the Velcro like this. So just feel it. And that's one of the reasons why I added Velcro to my waistband, because you can feel the bump of it underneath the fabric. So this represents the stitching line. Stitching line. Okay. Then what you're going to do when you're really sure you're good and it's exactly what you want, you're going to measure up a 1/2 inch and you're going to mark your cutting line. So your cutting line is going to be a 1/2 inch above that, because you need a seam allowance on your pants, right? So if you stitch here, you need the seam allowance for your pants. So that's how you determine the final position of your waistband on your pants using this method. Stitching line at the top of the Velcro, an extra 1/2 inch for the seam allowance for the pants, and then you would cut the rest off. Okay, and that's exactly what I did for my my actual linen pants. And I still have the pieces here, so you can see this was my back, and this was my front. I'm sorry, this was my back, and this was my front. Let me get the one that matches it. Hold on. Well, let me just turn it upside down. So this and this match. So you can see that these two pieces right here match vertically because this is the side seam, so you have to cut off the same amount. So this is what I trimmed off my trousers after I fit them. Now that brings up another good point. After you let me just show you my front legs here for a second. I want to show you one more thing. All right, here's my front legs. So because I wanted to verify that my, the fit of my pants, I did not cut out my front pocket opening. Okay, so when I tried these on, it went straight up. This wasn't cut out yet. So after I cut off the extra that I just showed you here and over here, then what I did was I took my pattern piece, I folded it on the size line, and I lined it up like this, and I cut it off. So it's already cut off, but my point is I didn't cut this off, my front pocket opening off, until I was sure that it was correct vertically and at the side seam. Okay, so that's going to, so you see what I'm saying? So like if you cut out your pants with this here, with the front pocket opening already cut out, if you want to do any last minute fitting and you want to cut any more off, you're going to lose part of your pocket. So I would put your pants on with this fabric still intact after you cut them out. So when I cut my fashion fabric out, I left this here. I double checked the fit, then I folded it back and cut it off. Okay. And I will tell you, my new favorite fun toy, I don't know if you guys saw my Fit Tip Tuesday. I reviewed these So Tights magnetic, they're basically magnetic pins. And I will tell you that I've been using them for everything now. So like here's my pile of different strength magnet So Tights. But basically, once you've got your edges lined up, if you take the metal backing and stick it under there, and then you can attach the color on top, you can see that doesn't go anywhere. See how secure that is? So if you put a few of these around to hold your layers together, you can accurately cut through 2 layers without any shifting. I love these things. And happy dance, if you head over to my Fit Tip Tuesday from this week, there's a 15% off. If you use my affiliate link, there's a 15% off discount. So if you want to get any of these, if you haven't seen these or you want to try these, I love these. I'm going to be using them all the time. So that's how I held my layers together. You know, and I had a few of them, but I mean, you can see it holds everything really securely. And then they just slide right back off. So I love them. But in any case, that's going to be it for me today. I'm sorry this was not super organized. But I will be organized next week. Next week, I am going to show you how to do the cut on fly again because I'm changing the last step. And I'm going to be using one of these luxury zippers from Amelia's asking if the maggots stick to your machine. I just made sure that if you look at your machine, that's a good question. But you can see on my machine, I just made sure that they were far, like when I went to sew something, I just made sure that they were far enough away from this that they didn't get stuck right on there. Because if you have them really close to the needle, they can get kind of stuck. But then the other thing is, if you're sewing something, let me just show you here. If you're sewing something and you've got a So Tight really close, like this, let's say it is really close, you can see as I slide it, it still slides, see? It's not going to get caught, because the magnets are on the top here. So you can see, I mean, it does catch a little bit, but not horrible. But if you're here and you're sewing, by the time you're here, then you can take this off because now your presser foot is holding it. So if it's really close, either use those So Tight lights, which are a less strength, or use just slide them off as you go. But I sewed everything with these the other day. I absolutely love these. So I will, yeah, so that's like my new favorite toy. This, oh, hi, Judy. You're welcome. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but you are welcome. I am going to use one of the YKK, I think they're Excella. I don't remember the exact name, but these are the high-end YKK pant zippers. You can get them at Wawak. They're, well, oh, Amelia says the plastic part keeps them from grabbing. Oh, you know what? I wonder if, let's do an experiment. Here, let me get back on this for one more second. So if I do this, so if you do them upside down, look, there's nothing. See? It doesn't stick at all. If you do it like this, that's stuck on there. And then if you do put the metal backing on, it's stuck on there, but the magnetic pull is significantly less. And then if you put fabric between it, then it's even less. But you just made a really good point, Amelia. I'm giving you a gold star, because if you put it on backwards like this, then you would get no pull. See, none. So I think I might use mine upside down if they're close to my needle from now on. So I'm giving Amelia a gold star for saying that, because the plastic part definitely keeps it from getting stuck on there. But I have to say, I haven't been more excited about a notion since I discovered Wonder Clips, which I still love my Wonder Clips, but these are my new favorite thing. And then just to finish up, if you head over to Wawak, you can get zippers to do your pants. And if you want to use a metal zipper that's not as stiff, the YKK luxury zippers are amazing. Here are a few different versions. You can get it in a narrower. This one is a, oh yeah, it is Excella. That is the name of it, Excella. You can get it in like the 2.5 or 3.5, 4.5 width, and you can get different colored teeth. So, I mean, my favorite is this one with the, you know, like the, I don't know, the brass that's not shiny. But anyway, I bought a bunch of these zippers. I'll be using one of these zippers in my pants. I think I'm going to use this one because this zipper zips as nicely as a coil zipper. It's nice and it's flexible and it's not stiff like a metal tooth zipper. So I'll be showing you how to do the cut on fly with this zipper next week. And it may actually be on a different pair of pants because I'm so excited to get these done. These may be finished before Friday, and if that's the case, I will have a second pair ready to go so I can show you how to do the cut on fly one more time, step by step. So for part 2 of the Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers next week, sew along, we're going to be working with the cut on fly, and we'll see how much, we'll probably sew together the pants as well because the cut on fly technique is very easy and quick. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So if you have any questions or comments about picking your size or you know, adjusting your pattern pieces, please let me know, and then join me next Friday for the cut on fly. I'm going to be doing it on these pants with the front pockets finished. And I will put a link to the front pocket tutorial under this video, so if you want to sew your front pockets before next week, you can do that as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I don't know about where it is at your house, but at my house, it's 65 degrees right now outside. I was like literally open the door and I'm like, is it spring? Like we have like no winter here. So I hope you guys, wherever you are, you're enjoying your weekend. And thank you guys for watching me. I'm sorry, I'm literally feel like I'm probably going to go take a nap now, to be honest with you. But by tomorrow, I should be as good as new. This wasn't as bad as my COVID reaction. So my vaccine reaction. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. Have a lovely, oh, you have a winter weather advisory, Amelia. I really wish I had winter. Like, we've had no good winter yet. Like, I would love a good snowstorm. I don't know if we're going to get it because it's already the middle of February, but enjoy your winter weather advisory, Amelia. Oh, thank you, Sally. Sally says she hopes I feel better. I'm going to. I mean, there was no good time for me to get the vaccine, so when my doctor said, please get it, I said, all right, I'll get it. So, anyway, I'll be fine, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for purchasing the Sorcha Classic Slim Trousers if you have. If you haven't, remember it's on sale 20% until the end of the day, and then tomorrow the sale is over. So if you haven't gotten your pattern yet and you would like to save 20% off, the coupon code is Sorcha20. Okay, all I have to do is put that in and check out. Oh, Amelia wants me to come and visit. I should come and visit. Oh my God. It has been kind of here. But anyway, I think everybody complains about their weather no matter where they are. It's kind of like everybody's hairdo. No one ever likes their hair. So it's one of those things. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to stop rambling now and sign off, but I will be keeping an eye out for your questions or comments. Thank you guys for watching and have a lovely weekend. Okay, bye-bye.